I've just had a nice shower because I've just been somewhere. I'll let you know in a minute. So I'd pop on and see how everybody is. Whew. Sorry, the lighting's a bit blah. Trying to move this. Oh, there's 9 in chat. Can't see anyone saying anything, but just had to put my hair up. Just been in the shower. Hi, Discog. Hi, Renee. Hi, Mary. Is it Mary? It's going to fall out in a minute. Hi, Dubsy. Yeah, all is well, apart from I've had a really mad rash. It was here, it's still here. Can you see it? Got that mad rash? The fella says he can't see it. You can see it. Mark Anthony, hello. You can see it here. And it was here, there, still there. It's actually going down. And I had here, 2 here. Bonkers, tell you. Bonkers. So, yeah. See it? I think Alpha Sonny somebody was talking about it the other day, asking if anyone had it. I thought, a lot of people have said what they thought it was, but could have been saying I thought it was a heat rash because it was really hot in the UK and it's cooled down, but it was sore. Hi, Nathan. Well, it's people shedding, I don't know, but yeah, an allergy to some. The only other thing I did do was put a perfume on around here, which I don't normally wear, but the weird thing was I had it on my eye and it they were weird though because it wasn't like a rash. Don't know if anyone else has had it, but yeah, it is there. And it's not chickenpox or anything like that because I've had that. So weird, but I wasn't really like worrying about it or going into fear about it, thinking it was something dodgy. I was just like, oh, I put some oil on it. Yeah, some people are saying that. I don't know. And that's why I just sort of don't think too much on it and just go with the flow and let it go, basically. Either way. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so I didn't come on the other day because I just went really tired and I'm just trying to go with how I feel at the minute with everything going on in the world. Oh, your head buzzing. I've been all right. I've come through that, like I said, about 3 weeks ago. Really, really dense energy. If anyone else, well, a lot of people were feeling it because that's what they said too. Really, a lot of dense energy. Felt really tired, really lethargic. Couldn't be bothered. No, sort of, didn't even feel inspired that much to draw or anything like that, what I normally do. Didn't want to do anything. Just wanted to chill and rest, which is your body saying that anyway. So I did. This week, last week, and especially this week, to me personally feels a lot lighter. A lot brighter, and it's really weird as well. Yeah, it could have been could have been anything, because other people have been saying that they've had it as well. We'll put it this way, I pulled these cards today. These are the ones I was going to read out to you, but I didn't come on. And out of the, I think it's Witch's Wisdom Oracle, we got, you've been hearing Michael Jacobs Jr. That's nothing like him, is he? Balls. Oh, that's the funniest one I've heard. No. I'm not, do you know, I've not been watching a lot. I'm laughing at what's going on. But anyway, I'll tell you in a minute anyway. So, oh God, that's hilarious. Too big of a guy. Too bold of a guy. So we got intention, because we all know it's about putting your intentions out now for a new world, new way, whatever you want to say, whatever people chat about. Banishment. Well, I do feel like the dark energies, entities, people, beings, whatever you want to say, energy, frequencies are being banished from the realm. and the people who are in with that are also being, you know, gone after, taken care of, and they're just still tying stuff up because, as we know, it's got to be done within the law. That's why it takes a bit of time. And then union, which I thought was brilliant because we're all coming into union. People are finding each other, or we're coming into union together. You know, humanity. There's the merging of both energies back to high organic, female and male energy together. And then we got fulfillment, which I just feel fulfillment. But the main one that I loved was the Queen of Wands. Because when I got this the other day, I was feeling very like, she sat there in the throne. She's got the sunflower. I saw the sunflower the other day. And wands, like your passions, things that you want to do, things that you want to... Hi, Lois, how are you? Bring into fruition, I could say. And there's 2 lions there as well. It's been a Lion's Gate this week. That's why I feel personally the energies have been really, really good. Because we're in this portal, this new world, this new energy that's coming in. It feels like that as well. To me, it personally does. But what I saw this card was, and someone else popped up on, because that's how it works when you get messages on YouTube the other day, I can't remember, it was a few people have said the same thing, where we all know there was different waves of people to wake people up. And there's been people in the past, and they've woke a few people up, and then they step back, and then others come forward, and then they step back, and then others step forward, and it goes like that. I feel like that. I feel like I just need to be back out in the world again, because people are talking about stuff I talked about a while back, so do people before, and they're all coming forward, and it gives the time for them to come forward and shine their light. But while this is all going on, we can still help people to calm down and adjust as we're going through these times, these weird times in the world, which everyone's going together. Yeah, but up and down. Yeah, so I just felt like I've just had a shower because I've just come back from badminton. Me and my fella started jogging last week, running, jogging. Last week we've done it. This would have been the 4th time this week, but we didn't. We went and played badminton instead, which was a laugh because we just went on the court, and it's the first time I've played it properly. We played it when we went camping on a court, and there were some other lads next to us, and I'm just like, just smashing it down the end of the court. I wasn't really playing by the rules because we were just having a bit of a fun first. I'm like seeing if I like it, because then I'm like, if I like it, I'm going to get a pink racket. But the fellow was laughing at me because my weak spot's at the front if a little one comes over, but I can whack it right to the end, even though it's not in the actual way you score the point, it's where it's actually out. But I'm good at whacking it down to the front. But I got a sweat on and we had a laugh doing it. So, and even my racket started unraveling, like the tape on it. So I was like, And it was funny at one point because my fella went, right, let's smash it now. Let's see who the winner is. What team we're playing for? He's like, Team England. I'm like, no, Team Trump. Winding him up even more because he's just like, oh God. And the 17 and 7 in, as I say that, oh my God. 17 in and 7, my favourite number. So there you go. So what I'm trying to say is getting back out in the world, trying new things, letting go of everything at the minute. This is what this is, and that is what that is. I know. Just getting out and getting new experiences. Like, we're going to try tennis. I didn't really used to like tennis at school, but we're going to try it. So I'm trying different things, and it keeps you fit as well. Oh, and also we saw some runners where down in the posh area, they had little slogans on the tops of the area that they were running, you know, all in a group. And I said to my fella, ooh, you know what my top would say if I was running in a group, don't you? No one would run with me because they'd be annoyed. So he got it right. He went, oh, running for Trump. I went, yeah, you're correct. I went, running for vice president, that's what I'll be running for. I was joking. But he knows exactly where my mind goes, because he's not really into all that, but it's fine. We still get on with each other, do you know what I mean? You can have differences. It's just if some people are seeing things and some aren't. But it was funny. We had the laugh. I was just like, I would. Still might be doing that, who knows? So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is to let go of everything. And I see a lot of people personally around me trying to hold on to a lot of old ways of doing things. And it is hard, but sometimes you just think it is that, you know, just God, just let go. But it's nice to be bringing new experiences. And I'm going on a little adventure soon, so I will be taking my art kit with me. And I will be bringing some art stuff back to this channel again and see if people want to join in, because if people email me some pictures, I will be able to put them up, because I've gone back around to being inspired again in my little, even though I'm normally doodling a lot, but like I said, the past couple of weeks I haven't been because I didn't feel like it. And there's been some like mad patterns. I'm sorry about this lighting because it's really bad in here that you can't really see properly. This I didn't really like, but there's some things in my sketchbooks that I don't like, but I leave them there. I started this one, I think it was when we were camping the other weekend, I can't remember. And then, like I showed the other day, I found this at the back of one of my books and got inspired to doodle, which I'm going to do in a bit when I get off here, so I'm not staying on long, because I want to go and draw with the little, you know, the fairies. And then I've been designing another little character, like I did a character a bit ago. People getting the wrong end of the stick. And I've done a few different faces with this character, and it'll probably change again because I'll just try different eyes and different shapes and stuff. But he's called Nub, and I don't know what he's going to look like. He might look more like this character. That was a girl one. And these different things going on. We've got a little witchy woman there. But I was just doodling bits on there, and I'll probably bring that character alive at some point and let you know the story behind the little characters. And then I've got a little witchy girl there, getting the witch vibe on, because I was talking about practices the other day, and I really need to get into that practice a little bit more of when I've talked about my witchy woo stuff, because you don't have to be doing it constantly, but there's a bit more I want to bring in. I did buy this a few weeks back, funnily enough, and I've got to write in it tonight because I'm trying to keep track of my exercising. So it's this little notebook from Morrison's, but it's got like yoga people on it, so every time I do something I'm keeping track of what I'm doing, which is good for me because I'm quite bad at being organised. I'm not an organised person, not that there's nothing bad with that, because there isn't, it's just going in the moment, but sometimes I need to put things in so I can check things and look what I'm actually doing on this physical plane of existence. Did I do something else? Yeah, I think I was just doodling these little guys. So, oh yeah, and then there was the these ones that I did the other day. These are all on my Instagram. Designing these little characters, and I'll be talking about them in a few weeks. When I get a little bit of backstory behind them, because I want them to have a little info of the characters and what they like to do and stuff like that. I just thought that'd be a nice idea. And I'm going to be doing another chat on art, and again, going over why I love art, why I think it's magical, and why I think it's potent in these times of positive art, which mine has always been. There's never been anything negative. You know, we manifest things, so what you're drawing out, what you're drawing on your pages can go out there, the frequency. So yeah, I was just wondering really how everybody is. I personally I've been to play badminton. You've seen me camping, you've seen me at a festival, nobody wearing nothing, you know what I mean? I've just been to badminton, nobody wearing anything, it was brilliant. And it's nice to see people smiling and having fun, and that's the whole energy I want to be in. You know, getting out there and getting new experiences in different things and learning different things of, you know, whatever it is that you want to learn, because life is about learning. You'll always constantly be learning. You know, you'll learn something and then you'll want to go and master something else, because we're here to master our especially our consciousness right now, master our realms of consciousness and everything else. Did you do art? No, I didn't do art at school. I loved art at school, that's the only one thing I did love, but I didn't actually do it. Well, I did do it for my GCSEs, whatever you called it back then, showing my age. But some art pieces got nicked and I didn't get a good thing for it, and I would have loved to have gone to art school. But you know what, I think the best art you do is intuitive and self-taught, because you're only getting taught, yeah, there might be main things with colours and shading and stuff and blah 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 that you need to know, but really I don't do well with structure and control. So self-taught is better. You need to make mistakes to know what you like and don't like, but that's not knocking anyone who has. It's just there's a big thing, isn't there, about oh, you must have gone to art school and learned all this and learned all that. You don't have to go to art school. I've been an artist since I was a child. I've always loved art, so therefore I've always been an artist. Art is art. If someone likes it, they like it. Someone buys it, they buy it, or whatever it is that you're doing it for. If it's for fun or it is a career, whatever it is, art is art, and art doesn't have to be a certain way. I don't do realism. I don't like it. It's a bit like this realm of living, a lot of illusion. I like whimsical stuff. You know, I like I love doodles. A lot of you've seen some of my artwork. Whimsical stuff, funny little characters like this. Lots of different things, lots of different drawings I've done. There was one I did on Ostara. You know, it had like a Mother Earthly being going on there, and she was holding this like plate of earth with seeds and flowers in, and then the moon and little daffodils with faces and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe I need to do you know, I've said it before, workshops or something. This was Believing is Key. This was like a little fairy. I know the lighting's terrible on this phone, should be on my computer really, but I'm going to be bringing back some drawings again because it's something I love. And this was a page I did a while back on a Thursday where I was sort of, I always said I was feeling tired then. It was just drawing my day really. So, but drawing, as I've said, will always be with me, because as this page says, art is healing. It's healing and it's meditative. Especially if you're really into it, or if you're drawing something you have to look at, say you're doing scenery or you're drawing a building or I don't know, whatever it is, outside, you're disconnected from everything else because you're really concentrating on that thing that you're trying to draw. So it's healing. So I want to bring more of it back again. Oh, thank you, Starlight. Yeah, I think everybody's art does, you know, it has codes of things in it, whether we know it or not, whether I'm aware or not. I know it has healing in it, because if it makes somebody happy to healing, then probably does have hidden codes in it. Do you know what I mean? Where does it come from? It channels through us. Things channel through us. I find it so funny when people go on about channeling and they don't believe in it or certain things. I mean, I've seen some people where you think, yeah, that's just like what? But we are a vessel and we channel energy through ourselves. So we channel, tuning into different frequencies we can tune into, and things can channel from us. You know, people watch TV and watch channels, they listen to radio, it's all channeling, everything is. But that's the sort of, you know, man-made channel. But we're channeling energy all the time. And we get things from the ether. No idea is really original, as they say. But as I've said before, it comes through and it comes out through me, and I use my God-given godly hands to do the artwork or healing or whatever it is, because that's how it works. You know, people channel music, people whatever. Yes, my fairy queen kingdom. Well, I did think I'm going to be showing you my little doodles of my fairy realm people, and I'm going to tell you what these fairies do and what they are and what elemental they're, you know, what work they do with the elemental kingdom. And I think it's going to be quite nice. And I think if I can get something going where the drawers out there, even if you're learning, you could have a go, send me a picture, and we could show everyone. We could have a gallery of, if we have prompts and stuff, we could have a prompt for, even if it was once a month, so I can gather them pictures together. And it's just a nice little drawing realm to go into, doodles and stuff, and it's relaxing while we're still going through these mad times. You've got to find things that are earthly and relaxing, because you are still an earthling, no matter what's going on, no matter what people are saying, star seeds, this, that and the other, it doesn't matter. You're still an earthling. You're still here right now at this minute, so you still need to be doing earthly things. And here's Big Rainbow Wizard. Good evening, you gorgeous bunch of Yakutar beings. Hope everyone is feeling groovy. Seems like I've not heard from you all quite a while. Yeah, I did try to ring you again the other day because I've been, like I said, I've been quiet with people, but other people have been quiet as well because it's just these energies, and I know a lot of people are doing they're working with energies and grid work and stuff like that, and they're pumping it all out to Gaia and this, you know, in them different areas, because loads of people do different things in different areas. The way I'm going to do it is through my artwork over the next couple of weeks. I see my artwork as a frequency that goes out to the ethers. That's why my artwork isn't deemed as demonic or evil or dark, because it would manifest. I don't want that manifesting. That's what I believe anyway. Artwork is magical. So yes, and I did paint the crystal castles that I still haven't finished yet, floating in the sky, and it's supposed to represent heaven on earth. So, because, you know, we're bringing heaven on earth. So, sorry to say, you're still an earthling, you're still here. You know, to all them people who thought we were going off, where, I don't know. It's like, you're still here, so while you're here, you might as well enjoy yourself amongst the shit, because, you know, in all these centuries, in all these times, in all these wars, man-made or whatever, we've always got through the shit, and we always will do, because we're strong. This is no different. It's just been a silent war. It's not the same war as bombs and guns and stuff like that. It's a war on consciousness. It's a spiritual war, as most of us know. But the more that are awake, and there's more awakening all the time. I've been saying this for a few years, and I'm seeing it all the time. Different waves of that comes in. I just feel like my job of that is done. The people who are coming up behind are talking about that now. Mine's just a calming mission, I think, to just get my life on track, experience new things. Like I said, we've been playing badminton today, and I've started jogging last week. I'm throwing myself back into my art, my tarot, which I love, and my oracles. But hopefully you lot are doing the same, as in finding new experiences, getting back out in the world, having conversations with people. I don't mean about this and this. Getting out there and doing the things that you love, or trying something new. Psychic war. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Spiritual war. Same thing. Same thing. And protecting yourself, because there has been a lot of psychic attacks. But talking about that, actually, hi blank wall, hi sky. The other day when I said I had a third attack, this is going to sound really weird, then again, it's probably not going to sound weird. Now I'm thinking the third one, I don't think it was. I don't know if it was... Oh, thank you, Discog. I don't know what I help with sometimes. I know I help people. I don't know if it was a spirit wanting to communicate, but I obviously went in a little bit of fear, like, oh God, no, here's another, whatever it was. As soon as my head hit the pillow and I wasn't asleep, it was in my mind's eye. But listen to this. The other week, now I'm not saying this is the God's honest truth of like, that's what it was. It was just proper weird. And it probably was a guy who's alive, but me and my fella were at the shop, and he went in the shop, and we were parked outside this pizza place, and a car swung around the corner, and he looked a bit like, you're in my space, and it was actually the guy who delivers the pizzas. So we had to park one car in front of us. As he did that, a guy just walked up the road, and the window was open, and I thought, I hope my fella hadn't left the keys in the car, because this guy looked really freaky. And he looked at me, and I thought, oh my God, looks really scary. Looks like a homeless guy, looked like he was on drugs or something. Sorry, but that's what it looked like. And the way he was looking at me was a bit erratic. And I thought, oh my God. And then he looked away, but I was freaked out, because when I looked at him, I felt sorry for him, because he had burns all over him that were cracked. And like, they were dry, but I thought, would he be walking around like that? I don't get it. And when my fella came out of the shop, I went, oh my God, I was really scared then. Did you see that guy? And he was like, what guy? I went, the one who was in front of you. And he was like, a guy. And I went, the one with all burns all over him. And he was like, I'm not saying it's not, but when I got back after, I thought, oh my God, I see dead people. You know the film when, like, it felt like that. But if I put it up on Facebook, probably someone will go, yeah, I've seen that guy. I don't know. It was just weird. It was just his burns on his body. I was just like, proper freaked out. I was like, oh my God. Because I know that happens and people think they're real people. Then you find out that someone goes, and my fella was like, what do you mean? I said, did he not just come out of that shop? He was just in front of you. How do you mean you didn't see him then when he was up, like near the car? I said, I was really freaked out. The second bit, I'm reading the what? The Soul by Michael A. Singer. Excellent read. What's that about, Blank War? I'll tell you what I'm reading. I did start a big book, because I did put on Instagram I need to get through my books, because I've got a big library of books. I love buying books, and then I'm really rubbish at, like, I'll start one and then start another, and then I get confused. I've got to learn to read one at a time. But I love autumn, winter, really, for reading. That's my time for reading. So I know I've got to start reading books. So I put this big book back, because I couldn't get into it, even though it is good, but I just thought I need a smaller book, so I've started reading. Now, this is called And the Spirits, the Spiritualist Career of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. If you don't know who that is, I'm going to tell you in a minute. It's about who we truly... Oh, yeah, there's loads of books in there. I think I've got one called... I know it's Doreen Virtue. People might go, The Way of the Light Start... light work or something or other, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, but there's a lot of books that are very, very similar, obviously, in the consciousness out there. Just going to read a bit of this out. Arthur Conan Doyle is world famous as a writer and as the creator of Sherlock Holmes. You want to listen to this? It is a good read. It's an old book and I got it ages ago, and something was going, go and read that book. Because listen to this, a lot of people know him for Sherlock, but they don't know what his life was like. So I'm just ace when you read the back of this. Sherlock Holmes, but his life as a psychic investigator has often been neglected. The bibliography, can never say it, represents a wide cross-section of Conan Doyle's spiritualistic writings. It ranges from the cases, histories of mediums to transcripts of spirit messages received by the Doyle family. Starting with the look at Conan Doyle's family and his Celtic roots, as it goes on a bit, growing interest in spiritualism from his, listen to this, Jesuit education as a boy to his rather spectacle introduction to the phenomenon at the end of the 19th century. He goes on to illustrate how Conan Doyle's beliefs in the spiritualism was depended by the workings of leading psychic researchers. Anyway, inside, yes, Scottish, yes, it says, just read a little bit at the beginning. Let me see what page I've got up to. I just like the beginning. You know, when you read a book at the beginning and you're like, yeah, oh yes. Just on the first page, chapter 1, it says, an unusual childhood. If we could conceive a race of beings which are constructed in material, which through... When was this produced? When was this? It's got a page ripped out of it as well. When was it printed? First published in 1989. It says, yeah, if you could conceive a race of beings which were constructed in material, which threw out shorter or longer vibrations, they would be invisible unless we could tune ourselves up or tone them down. It is exactly the power of tuning up and adapting itself to other vibrations which constitutes a clairvoyance, and there is nothing specifically impossible. So far as I can see in some people, seeing that which is invisible to others. Yeah, lower vibration, exactly, you know, the stuff we all talk about. So I was like, oh, I'll be reading this over the weekend where I'm going somewhere doing something, but I thought, oh yeah, I'll be reading this. And it says, I'm not going to read all of it. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote these words in 1922 in the coming of the fairies. I was like, okay. A book which provoked a storm of controversy and which was to mar his credibility as a popular writer. Well, it would, wouldn't it? The very notion that the creator of the perfect... See, this is what made me laugh. The very notion that the creator of the perfect reasoning, you know, that left brain sort of man thinking doodah, reasoning machine, Sherlock Holmes, should sustain a belief in invisible beings. Well, shitting hell, isn't it? It's like, why? Oh no, and it's all logical and everything. Invisible beings seemed utterly incomprehensible to the man in the street. Yet the ancestors of the raised... Hang on. Yet the ancestors of this remarkable and complex man would probably not have raised an eyebrow. Throughout his life, the twin worlds of the real and the unseen did battle in the mind of Arthur Conan Doyle. The roots of his conflict lay in the Celtic Catholic past, which he inherited, from both sides of his family. In 1907, he told a reporter, "My real love for letters, my instinct for storytelling springs, I believe, from my mother, who is of Anglo-Celtic stock, with the glamour and romance of the Celtic very strongly marked in my early childhood, as far back as I can remember anything at all. The vivid stories which she would... Anyway, it just goes on, so I thought, great book if anyone's interested. It's an old book, it's all yellow inside, and I thought, I'm reading that. When I read that first bit, because I forgot I had it, and I thought, where's that book, who, the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes? So I read that first bit today, and I was like, right, that's my read. So I'll be reading that. So, yes. Oh, yes, thank you, Rainbow Wizard, for putting my Instagram up there, and the name's changed again. Yeah. So, yeah, good read. So that just pricked my ears up, obviously. Lots of streams of politics, lots of rakiness, lots and lots of good stuff. Hope all is well. Yeah, so sorry about that, people chatting and that. So how is everybody anyway with the energies and, I don't know, the news, if you're feeding into any of that, or how are you feeling, or seeing what's going on around you in your universe? Dad read A.C. Doyle but says he has no faith. I don't get what you mean by say he has no faith. Well, we're all different, aren't we? It might just mean faith as not in certain things as what we've been told, in a sense, if you get what I'm saying. I have faith in the divine. I have faith in things are going to be seen. I have faith in good people. I have faith in patriots. What your dad doesn't, you mean? Is that what you mean? It's all weird. We live in a weird world, but it's wonderfully weird. You know, wonderfully weird. Friggin' all right, mate. Blackpool is back. Is it packed? Packed? What do you mean? Packed with what? You know what I mean? When we know a lot of it's illusion out there of what they've been trying to bring in to put people in fear, but when you're actually tuning into yourself and doing the stuff you love, it all disappears. Yeah, I've had a few dreams and I couldn't remember them. So, yeah. Is that what you meant, Sky? Did you mean your dad doesn't? His dad doesn't, but says he would love to. All right, your dad doesn't. Yeah, some people don't, but that's the thing, you see, and it's fine. But some people will talk about things and say, oh, I've seen this or felt this, and other people don't, so they think they don't. Do you know what I mean? But if he ever tuned into anything, maybe he would. But some people just don't. But some people are, you know, if he's saying he doesn't, maybe it's because he's not tuning out to tune in. Do you know what I mean? So he's sort of telling himself he doesn't want to see or he doesn't want to hear. So then maybe he won't, because that's what he's manifesting, because he doesn't want to. You know, the sort of certain things you have to do to tune in. Can I not do the cards again? Well, the only ones I've got upstairs are... Just having a look. To do the Witch's Wisdom again. why I'm sat here. Hello, Danny. Yes, how are you all? Anyway, I'm here from another time. Yeah. But the energy's feeling a lot lighter. I believe a lot has left. Especially with this 8-8 Lionsgate. It's the news here. There's just scraps that need to be just flicked away. Ooh, masculine. Healer. Yeah, cleanup is happening, definitely. I said this the other week with the rain. It felt like cleansing. It's cleanup time. It's cleanup time with you out there. Whatever. We're all trying to clean up our acts, clean up our traumas, clean up our, you know, getting into new routines and out, letting go, like I put in the title, letting go and having new experience. It's all about clean-up time. People still moan about waiting. That's why I put that Mark Atwood video up of him doing, I think it was waiting, the poem he did. People have got to realise it's massive, it's worldwide, and it's got to be done within the law. It's got to be done within the law, or they'll get everything and Mr. T on everything saying it wasn't done within the law, and they've got to make sure there's no sort of, I don't know, loopholes, whatever. It's easy as. That's in the physical anyway, because that has to be done that way. The other way, those other realms, people are seeing a lot. Hi, Leona. Lighter energy this morning. Yeah, I think it's definitely been lighter. It was creeping in last week, but this week has felt so much better. Dharma, not karma. Yeah. Setting intentions. Yeah. And I'm getting more into doing my little witchy woo stuff. I just mean intentions and doing protection and your saging and stuff like that as we just go through. But, you know, people have got to get used to the fact that new is coming in with new things that will be brought in anyway. So we got masculine. Because you could say, is it the... I'd say the masculine is meeting the feminine rising, but the masculine side of things, as in the, what do you call it? I mean, it says Lord God on here, so we know there's godly energy coming in and everything that goes with that, because there's been a lot of angelic stuff and angelic team and stuff like that, that sort of energy. But also the downfall of, is it the patriarchy? I can never say it, the man side of it. I always get it mixed up. You know, that's all going out the window. And then we've got witch. I love this. Healer. Well, witches were healers. They were just like medicine people. Yeah, there's bad witches and good witches. There's bad and good in everything. You know. There's ones who help people heal and there's ones who didn't. And if you never noticed, the magic's always green, which always makes you think of the Aurora Borealis energy. A cone, a hat, a point, the magic cone, power of the cone, you know, cone, triangle, pointing to source, bringing it down to your crown chakra, keeping that energy in. Witch's hats, which actually, funnily enough, mine's over here. But I can't get it on with my dreads at the minute. I'd have to, mine's pink. I'd have to let my hair down, but, it's on my bed because it was out of the bag before. And then we've got The Alchemist. I was messing around with my little pestle and mortar the other day. The Alchemist. You know, using herbs and things to make medicines and stuff like that to help people. Not all help people, but yeah. Mine's pink. But if you think about it, it's like a triangle. Your crown chakra here, keeping all that energy in, pointing it to source, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, the alchemist, well, you're all alchemists, you know. It's like, you know, we're transmuting energies, we're getting rid of certain things, we're letting things go, we're taking in new bits of energy, alchemy to me is also the chemicals in your body that are bubbling up, you know, people getting angry and that, you know, be careful what you focus on. Yeah, my dreads aren't coming out. What I've been doing is this side smooth. See if I can show you what I've been doing. I've had to put them back in. It's going to take me time to put them back in, but I've actually tried to dread my fringe up because bangs, or whatever you call them in America, because they're just getting in the way. So this side's not done, and this side, and it's a bit frizzy because they always are when you first do them. So this side's not done. This side is in. So, you know, I used to have a bit of a normal hair at the front. It's not going to be like that anymore. It's nice to change it up. It's going to be in. Now let's see if I can get the hat on. Oh yes, there you go. Mine's weird, my hat. It needs some flowers on it or something. See? A witch in a pink hat. Cute, innit? We've been laughing like a witch. Oh my god. Happy fellow alchemists. Exactly. Anna Marie. We're all alchemists. We all have the power within us. You look back in ancient history, you know, the Egyptians were doing it. We're all doing it. We're all bloody doing it. So, you know, it's just some people don't like the word witch. You know, some people sage, some people say shaman. To me, it's all the same. It is a label. And a lot of people say, oh, we're moving away from labels. Maybe we are, but the reason why you label yourself in a way, alchemy, yeah, mystical, is because then you can find them people who are in them groups, especially if you're on YouTube or something, you're going to label something so you can find people who are into the same stuff as you. But like I said, there's good and bad in everything. So, you know, thank you, organic. Yeah, I had a bit of a thing, oh, I'm taking it out. And then I remembered why I hadn't done in the first place with my curly hair. Not that this bit's curly because it's been pulled back, but I've got to put all that back in. So yeah, and these are a bit skinnier, but they will fatten up as they mature because obviously these have been maturing for over a year now. Hi, Archangel Michael. So yeah, 8-8 Lionsgate. We've got all that going on. There was other stuff going on. Solar energy still, which beautiful. But like I said, I've been feeling a lot lighter. But I've just pulled away a little bit because I'm just trying to. Well, I've been resting a little bit, and I've just been trying to get back into things again because, like I said a few weeks ago, I just didn't want to do anything. So I didn't even want to talk to people. Not in a bad way. It was weird. But like I said, that's fine. But I don't know. I am only one man. I am sure that the Lord loved to love, or at least I hope that Jesus Christ doesn't mind talking to him one day. Yeah, and I see Jesus Christ as an energy, he's an ascendant master. There's a lot of ascendant masters, do you know what I mean? So it's all good. I'm just wondering, I've seen some cards over there, so let's go for the cosmic, because I'm going to go now because I want to go and doodle. Cosmic Tarot. Cosmic Tarot. Let's see what the Cosmic Tarot says for this weekend, because I'm off on a bit of an adventure and I'm going to take my art stuff with me. And then when I'm back next week at some point, because the schools are off now, so it's going to be a bit iggledy-piggledy all over the place. See the alchemical magic that others are drawn to, the purity and unconditional love that needs remembering. Merlin, exactly. Merlin the wizard, exactly. You know, they say about myths and legends, and oh, well, they're only myths and legends. Myths and legends are more true than what they say, you know, fact and fiction. You got more in fiction than you got in fact, because we know they twist everything. We know they twist everything. It's just fell on the floor, one of them. Hang on a minute, let me grab that. Right, we've got 2. I'm try and get 3. Of the Cosmic Tarot. Oh, there we go. So we've got the Six of Cups, which is lovely. Having we've got this lovely couple in blue, very calm. You could say it's that sort of, you know, masculine and feminine, divine, at one with each other. They're content with what they've got. Their cups are full. They're content with each other. They're not looking for other things. But that beautiful energy of masculine and feminine together. God, to me, God, goddess, is an energy. It's a source to me. It's not a person, it's a source, it's an energy. And it is of masculine and feminine energy together. But it just is. It is. That's how I see it. And then we've got the sun, brighter in. So, look at the child. The golden era, the golden age is here. And then after that, we've got the King of Cups. Oh, yes. The King of Cups. Cancer card. But I sort of see that as well as someone will be reigning again who and I sort of see a true kings. I don't mean a king out there is what was going around. I just mean men, masculine energy. We've got the masculine before us in masculine energy, the true energy of the masculine, not the ones they've been trying to soy boy people and stuff like that, but mastering their realms of consciousness and coming back to the, you know, the union with the feminine, not where they try to suppress the feminine energy, but together, because that's how it works. And it's beautiful. And cups is emotions as well, so getting that all in. He looks very calm and peaceful and kind, you know, and oh, what's the word? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Like if he was listening to two sides of the story, he'd listen to two sides of the story. He wouldn't just want to give the other person a chance to talk their story. Hi, Effie. What's that word? He is. Oh God, what's the word? Yeah, balance. Something else. He's balanced and, you know, gives each other. Yeah, unbiased. Gives each person a chance to. What's the word I'm looking for? Bit like not judging a book by its cover. He wants to hear both sides, sort of thing, if you get what I'm saying. And we'll give people a chance. Just, yeah. A fair king. But we are all kings and queens of our realms of consciousness, and we all wear a crown. Christed crown. You got your crown chakra. Yeah, neutral. Would want to hear it all, and it's and I love the little cup as well because it's lit up in the light. You know, he's not a king of the dark. You know, we've had a lot of kings and queens of the dark side, haven't we? We have. So I'm just gonna get one more. And then I'll tell you what my overall sort of energy of, oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. The Chariot. One of the major arcana, rushing in there with the duality of the black and white horses. He is riding his chariot along with the cosmic help as well, with this canopy with the stars on. It's all coming in. Energies. We're doing this as well. It's not just being run by the cosmos. We're helping. We're doing this as well. So basically, you're in charge of your destiny with help. You're having help, you're in charge. Be more relaxed, and don't let your emotions run away with what you're seeing or what you're going to see. Even with the weeks coming, be poised, if that's the right word, and be calm. Be fulfilled with what you've got at the minute. Remember to find your little shining star, what makes you happy, maybe in your solar plex, and get back to doing that right now. And you can reign over your domain, because your domain is here. I can't even speak. Yeah, your domain of consciousness. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but you don't have to be in it all the time. I keep saying this because it's a lot of it is illusion, as we know with MSM, and they want you to be in fear. If you switch off to that by meditating, drawing, whatever it is, getting out in nature, you won't see that. You're not going to have this energy fed off you, and you're not going to be giving your energy away to stuff that you don't need to be giving it to. I want to concentrate and putting my energy into things in my life and things that I'm bringing to you guys, like my drawings and stuff that have a good vibration on them, why we're going through these times, because they are a bit turbulent. But to me, it's turned. That energy does not feel like it feels like it's gone. So, and that means it can only get better. Yes, you're still going to see things. Yes, Leona, this is the cleansing phase of all the muck is rising to the surface. Yep, and I said that the other week with the rain and the water is cleansing, and if you put a drop of ink in the water, say that was the bad guys, and there was so much water and water and water and water and water cleansing, that would just purify itself and it would be no more. It would just be clear, pure water after so long, because that's what happens. You know, that draining the swamp shit. So I'm going to go now because I'm going to do some doodles before bed. Yeah, everyone's choosing the timelines. Yeah, and that's another thing I was going to say, Starlight Divine, is don't put your eggs in one basket. Make sure, yeah, you're listening to people that you like, I do, but make sure you're going with the thing that you feel is right for you. As I've been saying over the past couple of times I've been on, that's right for you. What's right for some may not be right for others. You know, yeah, choose the golden age. But you know, I think if you're coming from the heart and it comes with a lot of love, and you're doing a lot of things that are service to others, helping others, being kind, all that sort of stuff, unconditional love, that is the timeline most of us are on. You know, that's how I see it as well. But one message I would say was, get out there. It's time to get back out there in the world, be around people, you know, with new ideas and showing love and being excited at people being excited about being out again, because that's joy. I've been seeing it in people and it's really lovely to see. Like when I went to play badminton today, the guys playing next was all having fun. Remember what lockdown was like for some people at the beginning of last year. It didn't affect me because I love the quiet and everything, but it did affect other people. It doesn't mean you don't have to be compassionate about them. People who were having a hard time, and some still are. Seems as no one can hide who they are. No, they can't. And it's really funny because, you know, there's a lot of people being seen. There's a lot of people that still will be seen. There's a lot of things that are, you know, people stepping down, stuff like that I've said. I've continually just done what I've done, and being seen for who I am was the same person, despite what some would have said. But yeah, I don't know. And when I put Mark Atwood's poem up today, I was just saying, even though the stuff's going on, it's still so exciting. But there's been a new release of energy, I feel. That's how I'm feeling personally with stuff. So, you know, just want to get on with that. Family split and going separate ways, but we're all learning different lessons. I'm ready for the adventure, just like Janine said, time to shine our bright lights in the world. It is, and I've heard a lot of other people saying, and I feel like I've done a lot of that work of trying to help people see certain stuff, whatever that was. And now it's just to get out there in the world and have new adventures, have new experiences, because hopefully lockdown would have, you know, no matter what you thought it was about, help you see that as soon as you could get out more, we were out, but other things, meeting other people and doing stuff maybe in places where they weren't letting you in at first, learning new, maybe you might want to learn a language, you might want to go and learn art somewhere, you might go and do this, you might want to do pottery, you might, whatever, go out and do it, but do it with love, no fear, you know, and no confrontation with other people. It's not about that now. That energy's gone of confrontation with people, this, that and other. It's not here anymore. It's all a hologram. Yeah, we are temperature avatars. People still go around with us, etc., showing their fears. Still, I've been feeling lighter for some time. Yeah, and I think Anne-Marie, some will, even when they say it's all right, because we all know what it is anyway, but there'll be still some that still do, because of the amount of fear they've been put in. And you've got to feel for them people, but it is what it is. Oh, thank you, Roy. It's what it is. So what I'm trying to say is a message is, get out there in the world. Don't be in fear. Get going doing things that maybe you've wanted to do before. Like I said, at some point, like I said, the schools are off now, so it's a bit difficult with little legs, but I'll be doing a few more art videos again, and maybe we'll start doing things where we can have a little gallery going, and if anyone wants to send me pictures, we can get people's pictures up, and we can just have a bit of lovely art time while stuff's going on. And maybe we'll be painting or drawing, because I'm going to be doing sketching, really sketchbook things, so doodling. Could be feelings, it could be what we're seeing, but really we're going to try and be doodling the beauty that we see in the world. We have enough of shit that's going on in the world, so we're going to be doodling characters, little things that we see in the world. If you're going camping or you're out in nature, maybe you could start doodling a few nature things and bringing that raises your vibration anyway, you know. Yeah, they're asking for personally do the right thing. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about going, living in the world, being aware. A lot of us were good people anyway, but sometimes we were asleep to some things. It's basically the simplest way is, most people know, you know, a lot of us knew this anyway. Be good people. Go and live in the world now, but be good. And if you were before, which most of us were, be even gooder. Because we've all had points where, I don't know, you know, with the unconditional love, just be even gooder. It's just shining your light of your goodness, godly goodness, that other people can see. Because I do believe that the whole lockdown has worked against them, because a lot of people who may have not been that nice have probably wanted to be nicer to people because they've missed people and they've not been taking, you know, everybody took things for granted, and then when it sort of got shut down, everyone was like, shit, you know, can't see family, can't see friends. I mean, even if you weren't into it, it was still people not wanting to be around you. So I've got to get back out there with certain friends that they've all done the doodah, I think, and they wanted to stay away, but people are coming out more now, out the woodwork again. So it's just basic, go and shine your light, be a good person. As I've always said, do the things that you love, because it is a frequency. Anything that gives you joy, happiness, they don't want you doing that, so do more of it. Even in shit times, even if something does come, even if things happen that a lot of people are talking about come winter, because certain people have took something, and when the flu season comes in, if you get what I'm saying, we could see things. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, maybe something will come in for them. If we do, you know, I'm aware of that, okay, but we can still bring things in that are going to help us. You need to find something that's going to help you work through those times, if that comes. Also, the stuff going on about food shortages and all that, brilliant if you've gone out and got yourself stuff. I haven't, because I didn't before, because I just don't feed into that timeline, because then I think if you're all feeding into it, then that's what's going to happen. But it's better to be safe than sorry. But personally, in my realm of reality, I'm not worried about it. And if people are all loving, then they'd help, wouldn't they? But I just don't really see that as a thing yet. But who knows? But I'm not like focusing on it and talking about it, because then again, doesn't that go out in the collective consciousness to a thing to be? So, and maybe it's just food that people are greedy with, because I'm not being funny, the UK can produce its own food. We don't have to source outside. We have done, because that's the way they wanted it, especially like China. So then when it all went kaput, no one would have anything. But we have, so a bit like Trump said ages ago, bring the farmers back that they were over there. We can do that everywhere. It's a bit like fishing laws over here, innit? You bring all that back, we're fine. Did we not feed ourselves before the EU and shit like that? Yes, we did. But just saying, yeah, there might be a bit of shit, but, you know, if you mainly can eat quite a few things, and if certain things go just because we've been consumers and it's all like maybe stuff that we're just greedy with, I'm sure we'll be fine. You know, luxuries. We don't really need luxuries, but stuff like that, I'm sure we can put up with that for a couple of weeks. I don't mind anymore whatever people are up to. I said to the band, let me know when you're ready. They know where I am. Sad though, but I work through. Might find a band who are awake. Yeah, and that's the thing, is just get on with what you're doing and people will come back in the end. Yeah, joy defeats the mucky energy. It definitely does. I'd add those that have committed to the blue pill. Reality will not want to hear you telling them they're wrong. Worse than no time telling. Let them know you. Anyway, they will come to you when they do. Yeah, I probably said that wrong, but yeah. Yeah, stay strong, Anne-Marie. Effie's saying, yeah, you've got to stay strong. That's why I say just find some. There's so much things out there people can relearn, get into something that you may have wanted, you did as a kid and you want to get into again. Take your mind off something by doing something else, and then maybe that thing will come back. Maybe you'll find something new. For now, anyway, that gets you through these times. But the energy definitely feels a lot lighter to me. Yeah, they want people to be faithful, of course they do. So I'm going to go now because I don't know what time it is. Yeah, it's nearly 10. I want to do a little bit of doodling before I go to bed. See what I can muster up. And I've got a little adventure soon and I'll be taking my art stuff with me because that's what I love doing. I've come from a very dark place. Seeing your beauty and radiance every day has helped to keep my faith in humanity. Oh, thank you, Roy. I'm not on every day at the minute. You've probably been looking at a lot of my videos maybe backed up because I went a bit quiet. And the school holidays means I won't be on as much. But I try to come on when I can, and I talk about different things. But definitely keep your faith because that beautiful energy is rising. God wins at the end of the day, you know. And this is why, you know, we have to keep talking, because even if it's just to keep the positive vibes, because there's people out there that need it, and I'm very aware of that. And I always think that was one of my missions. It wasn't actually to, as such, wake people up to certain stuff, because we don't know everything. It was just to help people remember what they love, remember that we're all in this together. It's different than years ago because people get so caught up in the, oh, somebody's the same side of the coin and this has been happening for centuries. Yeah, well, this is totally different because it's worldwide. We have technology to help us get the truth out now. It's totally different, and it's never happened on this scale where the whole world was awake or awakened and we're all in it together. So just knowing we're all in it together is better than that. And you can click of a button, you can find the places where you go, where you feel comfortable, and people are having a chat, like in my chat and many other chats. You know, I know they're taking a lot of people off still, blah, 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 blah. But that's only because that energy's being removed itself. So that's all I can say. Lovely to see you again, Dolly Day and Janine and all of you. Absolutely, Janine, and you're an inspiration for others to rise their vibes. People are waking up. They definitely are, and I've been saying this for a few years. So thanks for coming in. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, everyone, for your beautiful comments. You'll probably see me next week. Like I said, because the school holidays and stuff. I will be bringing some more art in. Maybe a lot of you will want to join in that. Don't say you can't draw. Anyone can doodle. And I will see you very soon. Bye.